Good morning and welcome to Guided Meditation and Mindful Movement with Leo Ray for Kristen Olson's Urban Yoga Center. Visit us online at urbanyoga.org or on Facebook at Kristen Olson's Urban Yoga Center. And in either place, you can check out the schedule of classes and get the information to make contributions to support these donation-based online classes. We call it the tip jar. So today, we're going to do a guided meditation using a prop. You can use any piece of paper or fabric. If it's a piece of paper, nothing important that you need again, because you want to be able to crumple it up. We're going to use as a visual cue folds or wrinkles in whatever item you pick. So it could be anything handy, a piece of junk mail, a t-shirt. I was going to get a handkerchief, but I found this shawl first, so I went with that. And this happens to be a gift from a couple of teachers from a year-long workshop I did. So I'm glad this is what I picked. It's good. So just hold whatever your prop is in your hand any old way. I'm just opening this up to make it a little more interesting. If it's a piece of paper, you can crumple it up. A shirt, whatever it is. You want to have something like wrinkles, folds, shadow and light is the idea. So you're going to hold the object in your hands and just pick one of the darker areas inside a wrinkle or a fold, anyone that catches your eye. And we're going to gaze into that spot. And as you gaze into the spot over time, what happens when you focus on a particular point for long enough is your peripheral vision starts to get less clear. You might even feel the edges of your field of vision darkening. And then we'll play with the imagination a little bit. Imagine that whatever is in your hand, this fabric or paper that you have, is much bigger, like a landscape, and you're floating above it, like gliding, maybe like a bird making its way on thermals, just blissfully gliding through the air. And then picture yourself gliding down into that valley of the crease or wrinkle that you're looking at. And exploring the area you've been staring at, maybe in some kind of circular movements. And as if you were in there inside your fabric or paper, take in the smell. What would that smell like if it was a valley surrounding you? And imagine taking a few passes, fly out of your valley and make a gentle turn to fly back in and out the other side. So keeping our eyes on the place where we started, but holding in our mind this second vision that's shifting and changing. Not a worry in the world, it's just gliding back and forth across this valley, a valley made by you, for you, just to enjoy this exercise. And then let your eyes close, continue picturing that flying in and out of your valley, and you can let the arm that was holding the prop up relax, because that's a long time to hold your arm up. Still picturing that same contour and seeing yourself glide in and out, how the light changes, the scent of your valley of your paper or fabric as you glide through it, back and forth. A few more times. And then picture yourself flying away from that valley towards the place where your body is actually sitting right now. Coming into the room, taking a nice gentle landing, and a nice comfortable seated position. And notice your breathing. Did it get slower and deeper during the visualization flying exercise? Is your breath maybe coming more quickly because that flying was actually exhilarating? Just notice however your breath is now. Notice if it's changing and how it's changing as you have ceased the visualization of flying in and out of your valley. Scan your body, take in all the sensations that you can notice, whatever is going on in your body. Especially noticing any unwanted, unpleasant sensations, any stiffness or soreness, so you can stay mindful of any such issues during practice. Remembering, as always, that you can skip or modify any part of what I'll be offering for today's practice. And let's take 3 deep, clearing breaths. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth with a sigh. Let your eyes open up. Let your arms hang loosely by your sides. And took my hands off my legs so that the shoulders could disengage. Let your chin come down towards your chest. Start to slowly roll your head in circles, ear over towards the shoulder. Look up towards the ceiling. Continuing over by the other shoulder, back down through center. And if you should have any tight spots in your neck, you're welcome to rock back and forth at the tight spots. Help loosen them up. And let's change the direction of our circles. And when you finish the next circle, lift your chin and face forward. And lift your left shoulder up towards your ear. Slide it back and let it down. And then your right shoulder up and back and down. Inhale, reach out to the sides. Exhale, reach for your shoulder blades and hug yourself. Take a couple deep breaths. On an inhale, open up again. And as you exhale, cross your arms the opposite way. Inhale, open up. Exhale, arms down. Inhale, out and up. Interlace your fingers. Turn your palms up and reach your palms up. And look up towards your hands. Lift up your heart. With an inhale, bring yourself upright. Exhale, let your hands come out and down. Just rest your fingertips on the floor. Stay long in your spine. Inhale, lift your left arm up alongside your head. As you exhale, reach to the right. Let your head be wherever your neck feels comfortable. Inhale, come up. As you exhale, bring the left hand to the floor behind you, the right hand to your left leg. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, twist some more. Seeing how much feels sufficient, not forcing your body to go further than is comfortable. Let your twist unwind. Inhale, raise your right arm up alongside your head. As you exhale, reach to your left. Inhale, come upright. And as you exhale, come into the other twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Let yourself unwind, come through center. Rest your hands on your knees or on your thighs. Inhale, draw your heart forward, let your head go back. Exhale, draw your heart back, let your head tip forward. Continuing a few more times, just following the pace of your own breath. And then let's make some circles. I'm sitting on blocks and I'm gonna move them out of the way because I know from doing this before that sitting up on props and making these circles doesn't work well for me. So when you inhale, come forward, go over towards one side. When you exhale, go back on the other side. See if you can keep both sides of your seat anchored to the ground. Bringing in a little more engagement for your core to control the movement there and keep from tipping over. Let's change direction, circle the other way a few times. And after the next exhale, sit up. Let's take a forward fold from here. Rest your hands on the floor and just walk them out as far as you like, which doesn't have to be as far as you can. Allow your neck to disengage and your head to hang. And breathe into your back, breathe into any tight spots that speak up as you listen in. Inhaling, walk your hands back, press yourself upright. Lift one leg by your shin or calf. Let the leg and the foot be loose, let the arms do the work. With your opposite hand, interlace your fingers between your toes, or simply wrap your fingers over the top of your toes. Slowly and gently move your foot in circles to loosen up your ankle. And change direction. Then release your toes. Use both arms, both hands to support the weight of your leg. Feel the femur hang in the hip socket. And start to rock the leg gently in circles. And change direction. Let that leg down and lift up the other one. Grab your toes. Slowly and gently roll that foot around. And change direction. Release the toes, cradle your leg in your arms, and move the leg in circles. and change direction. Then let your leg down and take your time to come up onto your hands and knees. Reach back, press the ball of your right foot against the floor. Relax the pressure on your foot and swing it out to the side. See if you can bring it in line with your hip over on the right here. Pay attention to the sensation on the inner right thigh, that extended leg, to make sure we don't overdo this movement. Exhale, sit back a little towards your left heel, and inhale, come forward. So just listening to your body, maybe the movements remain small, maybe they're broken here. How much movement feels like enough to move? Notice where you feel the stretch. Maybe that inner thigh isn't the most profound sensation you get. Maybe you feel the stretch elsewhere. Be mindful of whatever signals your body is sending. And next time you rock forward, stop the rocking now. Walk your hands further out, like downward facing dog in the upper body. Let your head hang between your arms. Walk your hands over to the left, about a foot. And press your hands against the floor. Send your left hip back a little bit towards your left heel. Walk your hands back to center and then back in under your shoulders. Swing your leg back to center, bring your knee down. Take a few breaths of cow pose and cat pose. After your next exhale, come back to your table. Reach back and press into the ball of your left foot. Relax that pressure a bit. Bring your foot out to the side. Remember, starting small and moving slowly. Exhale, sit back a little. Inhale, come forward. Feeling it out. How much movement does your body want? And let the next time you glide forward be the last one. Walk your hands further out. Let your head hang down. Walk your hands over to the right. And press away from the floor. Walk your hands back to center. And then back in under your shoulders. Swing your leg back to center. Bring your knee down. And take those cow-cat breaths again. After your next exhale, come back to table. Bring your big toes to touch. Open your knees wider if you like. Sit back towards your heels and make your way to child's pose. Scanning your body, noticing your breath. Inhale, come forward and up to table. I'm going to use my blocks for this next transition here. We're going to step the right foot up between the hands. It's okay if it takes more than one step or if you use your hand to help your leg come forward. Knee above the ankle. Pause for a drink here. Bring your hands to that right knee. Use your arms to lift yourself up. Now, if you feel unsteady here, you can widen your stance, taking up a little more of the width of the mat. You can check if the back hip is above the back knee and the leg is in line with the knee, in line with the mat there. Exhale, sink forward in your hips. Inhale, glide back. Similar movement to what we did with our hands on the floor, yet significantly different because the left leg isn't out to the side. Hips are complicated. It's helpful to explore them in various directions. If you like, raise one arm or both arms on the back end of the movement and lower them as you come forward. Raise them as you go back. You can always bring one hand to your knee for steadiness if moving both arms is too wobbly. From the top end of the movement, twist to the left. Reach your left hand back. Reach your right hand forward. Anytime the right hand can come down to the knee as needed. Come through center, hands by your heart. and twist to the right. Right hand go back, left hand goes forward or comes to your knee. Come through center. Bring your hands down to the floor or the blocks. Bring your right knee back to the floor and bring your left foot forward. And bring your hands to your knee. Use your arms to lift up. Adjust for stability. And when you're stable, exhale, sink forward. Inhale, glide back. As big or small a movement as your body seems to want. So yes, we're stretching in the hips, but also upper legs, lower back. On this side, I'm feeling this a lot in my right quadriceps. And if you like, you can add in raising one or both arms, lowering them when you come forward, raising them when you go back. And then twist to the right. Come through center. Then twist to the left. Come through center. Bring your hands down. And bring the left knee back down to the floor. And we're going to make our way to a seated position. You can tip to one side, or you can cross your ankles and roll over your ankles like that, whichever works for you. Scooting to the other end to be within reach of my water. Let's extend our legs forward and flex the feet back. Inhale, reach up overhead. As you exhale, fold down over your legs, letting your knees bend if needed. When you inhale, think of coming forward. When you exhale, think of lowering a little more. Inhale, slowly walk your hands up the front of your legs to sit up. Use your arms to nudge your legs apart. And then still using your arms, bend the left leg, bring your left foot over by your right thigh or right knee. The thigh is not reachable. Pivot your torso, aim your sternum at your right foot. Inhale, reach up overhead. Exhale, fold down over your leg. And take a couple breaths. Swing your right arm out to the side, turn your head to follow, look towards your hand. Rotate your arm, point your thumb towards the floor. Reach the back of your hand towards your left hip. Drawing the right shoulder back, keep looking to the right. Extend your arm and let that rotation go. Slowly bring your right hand back over to your left hand. Open your left arm, turn your head to the left. Again, point your thumb down. Reach the back of your hand towards the opposite hip. Drawing the left shoulder back, looking to the left. Extend your arm, let that rotation go. Reach your left arm up alongside your head, so your left hand moves overhead towards your right. Reach up and out to the left again. Slowly bring your left hand to your right hand. Inhaling, walk your hands up your leg, lift your torso. Switch up the legs using your arms to help. Extend the left leg, bend the right and bring the foot across. Pivot your torso. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold down. Take a couple breaths. Open your left arm, turn your head to the left. Point your thumb down. Reach towards the opposite hip with the back of your hand. Extend your arm again, let the rotation go. Bring your left hand over by your right. Open your right arm, turn your head to the right. Put your thumb down, reach towards your left hip, draw your right shoulder back. Extend your arm, let the rotation go. Slowly reach up alongside your head, coming overhead towards your left. Slowly reach up and out. And take your time to bring your right hand to your left hand. Inhaling, walk your hands up to the front of your leg. Sit up. Using your arms to help. Extend the right leg just part way, then bend the left. Bring the soles of your feet together. Leave this big space between your heels and your pelvis. And then reach over or under your ankles and walk your hands forward along your mat. Let your neck relax and your head hang and breathe into your back. Slowly walk your hands back and sit up. Keep your feet together and bring them in closer to your pelvis. Interlace your fingers, hold your toes in your hands. Wriggle on your seat. Shift the bones in your seat closer to the floor to tilt your pelvis forward and open the front of your hips. Inhale, lengthen up through the crown of your head. Exhale, hinge forward from your hips with a long spine. Just take your time, see how far forward your body wants to go here. And then let your neck relax. Breathe into your hips. Inhale, slowly sit up. Use your arms to lift your knees towards each other. Bring your hands behind you, scoot forward, make your way gently down onto your back. So you're lying down, feet about hip width apart, heels in close. Maybe you can reach your hands down and touch your heels with your fingertips. If you like, you could put a block between your knees on the middle position. Press into your feet, inhale, lift your hips up for bridge pose. If you want a deeper heart opener here, clasp your hands under you, reach your knuckles towards your heels, and wiggle your shoulder blades in towards each other. If you're taking that bind, unclasp your hands. Exhale, slowly lower down. And explore floating up and down at your own pace. Inhale up and exhale down. Now let's take a supported bridge. The next time you lift up, pause with your hips lifted. Put a block or bolster or pillow, whatever props you have, folded blankets or towels, at the base of your spine. Come down to rest on the prop. Pressing into your feet, inhale, lift your hips up one more time. Remove the prop that's underneath. Exhale, lower down. Move the props out of the way. Hug your knees to your chest. Rock and roll, massage your back against the floor. Whatever movements feel good on your back. Now let's take a nice simple twist. Reach your arms out to the sides, palms up. The closer you draw your knees into your torso, the deeper the twist feels. So you can decide how that's going to go. Let your legs fall to the left and turn your head to the right. Try to keep your shoulders rounded. Let your breath bring you out. Don't push the legs down, let them hang, and then see what happens. And slowly bring everything up through center and just let the movement continue and take you into the opposite twist. Come up through center. Reach your feet up. Reach your hands up to grab your legs or your feet and play with bending and straightening your legs. Whenever you feel complete, with your inversion, make your way to a resting pose of your choice. Close your eyes if you like. You could focus on your breath. If you like, you could return to the visualization exercise we did earlier, just using your memory of it. No need to pick up the prompt. You might choose something else to focus on, or just not even worry about focusing. Allow yourself not to focus on anything in particular. Give yourself some deeper breaths. And begin moving little by little. Let your movements get bigger and bigger. Moving mindfully, taking your time. When you're ready, gently sit up. Bring your hands by your heart. Thank you for sharing practice today. The light within me sees and honors that same light within you. Namaste.